Come manifest your best life with 190 Vision.
Why do people meditate? Is it beneficial? Is there a difference between all the different meditations that are out there? Coach?
Yes.
You're there? Okay. Why do people meditate?
I don't know. That's why I got quiet. I'm like, you're asking some questions. I don't know how to answer that. Now I can give him ideas as to why I think they meditate, but I really wouldn't know why they do it.
Well, let's hear your ideas.
It's not even ideas, actually. One idea from what when I speak with people that meditate, they always say that it's for them to relax.
Okay.
I have a feeling that you are more exposed to other explanations than I am because I don't really deal with people that much, right? So what have you heard? What do you know?
Okay, well, I'll first say this part. Growing up, when meditation was brought up, I was told that it's really for people who are wanting to get a closer connection with God. So you're focusing on some kind of spiritual or liturgical word, if you will. And it was really only for individuals who were at a certain level of prayer life. I never got to that point.
Okay, hold on for a moment.
Yes.
You just brought up something, and well, let's get into the other part first. We'll come back to that. You just reminded me of something, actually. Well, let me just bring it up. When I was growing up, and of course we're both brought up Catholic, right?
Mm-hmm.
But growing up as a Catholic, two of my cousins, well, it was a bunch of us, but one of them in particular, and that's Pops. He used to talk to us about meditations and transcendental meditation. We were young, and he was reading these books about meditation. Khalil Gibran was his favorite prophet, and that's how I wound up liking Khalil Gibran, because of him. The Prophet is called. But it was almost as if though if you were Catholic and you wanted to meditate, it was considered New Age when I was growing up. And that's not something a good Catholic should do.
Mm-hmm.
You should not be, you don't do that. You go and you do the rosary, especially the rosary, but you don't go and try to lie down or whatever it is. Because I always imagine as someone lying down, right? When you go to meditate. I don't know why I always thought that. But it was considered not a good idea. It was not a good thing. I just thought about that.
Mm-hmm. And that's kind of what I was taught as well. And when I asked about, well, why is it that the priests and the nuns will meditate? And I was taught by my older friend that she said that when you meditate, you're meditating upon like the mysteries of the rosary. So while you're saying the rosary, you're focused upon the one that you're praying about, like when Mary found out she was going to have Jesus. Okay, well, the Annunciation it's called. So you'd meditate on that while saying the prayers that go along with the rosary. And I said, oh, so to me, I thought meditation was just having focus. And I figured, well, I'll never be able to do that because I can never focus. My brain is always going all over the place. But as far as the New Age part, yes, that I was told and we were taught, any kind of meditation that doesn't focus on like Holy Scripture or the prayers that you're doing is not godly. It's not a good thing to do because it can lead you astray.
Right. So, okay. So we'll come back to that. So that's meditation, right? Why would someone meditate? Probably because, now that we know better, probably because they want to relax. They want to relax the body. Another thing is, now that I think about it, they probably want to help the body heal. Right? I will get into details about it. We're just kind of doing a quick summary. And then, of course, you want to get answers, maybe. Like in this case, you're pondering some mystical or universal question, and you want to go in depth into that question, or
Mhm.
you want to get answers, I guess is the point.
Right. And another one that I've heard about and that I know people do is they meditate to manifest things in their life.
Okay, so to manifest. All right, that's another one. Now, let's go to the other part, the other side, because again, we're doing a summary. So I don't want to get into all the details yet.
Okay.
You remember there are two parts here, right? We have the YouTube version and then we have the television version. So I want to make sure we get enough in there for YouTube individuals to at least know what we're talking about.
Mhm.
And they can go to Roku or to Amazon Fire and get the rest of the details. Do you follow
Mhm.
what I'm saying?
I follow.
So I want us to get more disciplined on what we're giving in the beginning. So that's why individuals meditate. Next thing is, you said something about the other types of meditations out there. So you threw me off there because I'm not really familiar with different types of meditation. So that's why when you called me, I was quiet again. So what other types of meditations are you talking about? I just thought meditation was get quiet and do your thing. What are you talking about?
Okay. Well, there are some called guided meditation where people listen to a recording and someone talks them through.
Okay, so guided meditation. So we'll come
Right.
back to that. Again, just give the summary. So guided
Okay.
meditation. What
Um,
else?
sound meditation where you're listening to specific sounds.
Oh, okay. Yes,
Um,
okay.
mhm. And then, of course, you have things like nature meditation.
What's the nature meditation?
No details, right? We're supposed to be out in nature, listening to the sounds of nature, connecting with
Oh,
nature.
okay. Okay, got it. All right.
I'm sure it has many other names. Um, those are the ones that are coming to me off the top of my head, besides
Okay.
regular spiritual prayer meditation.
All right. And then I guess we get to now those are the two things you said. Um, well, the benefits of meditation, I guess we'll go back to why you meditate. So that you come back to the benefits, right? Like you want to get answers about something.
Mhm.
You want to calm the body. Maybe you want the body to heal.
Mhm.
So I guess they're tying with the first part. Then the other part is okay. There are ways. How do people meditate? Is the other one, right?
Mhm.
Um, so normally, how do people meditate? I remember when Pops was teaching us because he read the book, then he was teaching us, right? And we could lie down. It was almost every time we were laying down, and then just try to get our body to relax. Half the time we fell asleep, but that's what we did. That's how we did it. Other ways of meditation, I guess, it's people sit down. They can get in a lotus position. I
What's the
remember
lotus position?
when you sit with your feet crossed,
Okay.
like one on top of the other.
Crisscross or
Right,
Indian
right.
style, it's
Indian
called.
style, right, right. Indian style, I think it's called lotus position. I could be wrong about that one. Correct me, folks, if that's wrong. So the different ways to do it. You could, like I said, some people lie down. Oh, there's also going back to maybe types of meditation. I know that some folks use sound. Like where they hit those, what are they called?
Sound,
Those
sound
pots,
meditation.
those big pots, and
Oh, like the song bowls
oh, there we go, bowls. Okay, they're called
or
bowls.
bells. Oh,
Right, right.
I just thought of another one, breath work meditation, where you meditate through breathing.
There you go. Okay. So all of a sudden there are more. So now we're jumbling everything together, right? Um, but so nobody feels left out, we have the breathing meditation or breathwork meditation, and then we have the sound ones, like the bowls, right? Where you can hit the bowl. You could use drums. I've heard that one.
Binaural beats, I think is what it's called.
What's called? What are you talking
When
about?
you use like drums or instruments where you just like a note and it just rings for a while. I think it's called binaural beats.
Hey, I just know it as sound. If it's binaural, then good. Like I said, I don't know about these things, right? Anyway, but in almost every case, you want the mind to be still, right? That's the bottom line. Like, you're stilling the mind.
Right, that's what they say.
Mhm. So then the question becomes, do we help individuals that are associated with 190 vision meditate? Yes, we also cover meditation. The question is, how do we do it? And from your experience, is it similar to the way other individuals do it from what we've mentioned? What would you think?
A little bit,
Mhm.
in the sense that it's guided, but it's very different than, I think, a lot of the meditations that are out there that are guided meditations.
Well, to me, it's really different. It's a mixture of things, but the big difference comes in where instead of stilling the mind, we actually encourage individuals to let their minds wander,
Hmm.
right? Which is way different. So someone listen to this might go, what are you guys talking about? How can you meditate when your mind is wandering? Well, that's where the training comes in. And that's very important for people to understand
Yep.
that the approach we take literally helps individuals to reach a better place because of the approach that we take.
To watch the full episode of this video, please go to the 190 Vision channel on Roku TV or Amazon Fire. Request help by visiting the 190vision.com website. Click on the Help Me tab and submit the consent form. Join others that are on the path of manifesting their best life through the 190 Vision Facebook group. Learn more about other topics by listening to podcasts on the 190 Vision Spotify channel or by watching videos on the 190 Vision YouTube channel. Help support the 190 Vision community by clicking on the Donate button that is located at the bottom of every page on our website.